the LDAP integration. I don't have the Azure account, so I cannot show you, but I have taken some screenshot for that and will show you during the session. Okay. Or I'm requesting you everyone, please fill the Google form. So we have the attendance list, and in future we are, if we are delivering the technical session for the Palo Alto. So by using your information, we send you the invitation to join the session also. Okay. So today, like the agenda is like Active Directory integration, like LDAP integration and Azure integration. So this is the part for the user ID. Like in Palo Alto, you know that we have the four concept, like we have the user ID, we have the content ID, okay, we have the app ID, and 10.10.0 we introduced like device ID also for the your IoT devices. Like so user ID is similar with this LDAP and your Azure Active Directory, because by the help of this LDAP integration, we are collecting the user information from your third-party server. Third-party, that means your Windows server, okay, your SAML, or you have the user directory on the Azure, right? So how we face the detail from your server to the firewall. So all the information we will cover in the today's session. Okay. So what is the use cases for the user ID? First, we need to understand that. Okay. So suppose in Palo Alto, we can create the user ID for the two types. Okay, we have the two types. Either we can fetch the information from user information from your Windows server, or either we can create the users on your local firewall. Okay, on your local Palo Alto firewall. Okay, we have also the local database. Suppose in some customer don't have the Active Directory server, and customer want to use the user ID concept for their user, but they don't have the Active Directory server, though they don't have the Windows server. So in that case, we have the local mechanism also in firewall. We can create the local user as well. Okay, or we can authenticate, or we can give the access according his requirement. Okay, so what is the main benefit for this user ID concept? Suppose this is will draw you something. Suppose in organization you have the HR department, okay, or you have the finance department. Okay, so you have one user for HR, or you have one user for your finance team. So HR user, you given the access for the job site. Okay, and finance department have the website access for the financial. Okay, but HR don't have the access for the financial website. Okay, suppose this is one machine here, this okay, this is machine, and the IP address is suppose 192.168.1.2. okay, this is the same IP address of this machine. Okay, but when your HR user will log in with this machine 192.168.1.2, he can access the job website. Okay, but when your financial user log in with this same machine, the same IP address 192.168.1.2, he cannot access the job website. Okay, so in that case, like in one machine, when your HR user is login, he can access the job website, but when the financial user will access login to the system, then the website will be broken. Okay, blocked. So this is the like the features you can use in the user identification based. Okay, suppose if you are writing the policy on the IP address basis, suppose 192.168.1.2, and you block the website for like job website or financial website, you block. Okay, by targeting this IP address. But what happen when the user can change the IP address, they can use the VPN proxy as well, so IP address will got changed. Okay, so in that condition, your firewall is like a bypass. Okay, but when you configure the AD integration, then you given the whatever the access you given to user, all those things will be applicable. Okay, so I hope clear these things. Anyone have any questions, so you can ask me. Okay, now we are moving on the next slide. So user integration, first you need to create one user in your Windows server. Okay, suppose you are creating the lots of user for your account department, for your finance department, for your HR departments. Okay, So if you want to integrate entire users with the Palo Alto, so in that condition, you need to create one service account into the Windows server. Okay. So here I have taken some screenshot for the service account. So you can see, you just open your Active Directory. Okay. Right click on the user, click on the new button, and you can create one user. In my case, I created the Palo Alto user. Okay. The username is Palo Alto. Or you right click on that user and click on the property button. So you will be having the lots of access like account setting, address, remote, and all those things. And now you need to click on the member of, or you need to add this user. You need to assign this user member of the lots of the group. Okay, so we'll show you when you click on this add button. Okay, here is one add button. We'll show you. Okay, this is that. You need to click on the add button. When you click on that, these things, this screen comes. Then you need to click on the find button, or you need to click on the advanced, or add this three group. Okay, like distributed com user, event log reader, and server operator, server operation. Like, so your Palo Alto user, I'm just telling you how you can create the service account in the Windows server. So I received the lots of the issue and got the issue from the engineer. They are saying that we are unable to integrate with the Active Directory server. It's not showing connecting. Okay, it's not connected. So in that case, first so these things will done by customer. You don't do these things. Okay, if the customer have any issue by creating the service account, so you can tell them you can create this type. Okay, but first you need to make sure that your Palo Alto user will be the part of this three group, like server operation, events log reader, and distributor.com. Okay, distributor.com user. So when you add these three group, just click on the OK button. Okay, and let's I'm just have one question for you. Apart from this settings, can I give if I can I need any modification or anything need to do in the server side apart from this? Can anyone tell me, apart from this, we need to add anything in server or not, or the configuration is done in the server side? If you know, then I will not explain. Okay, if you don't know, then I will explain what you need to do in the server side. Everybody know, apart from this settings, we need to do anything in server side?
So you can explain, no?
Yeah, I can explain you. Who is speaking?
Aparo.
Who is speaking? Your name? May I know your name?
Aparo.
Okay, from which organization?
Rohit.
Okay, so after creating the user, you need to add, like, in the Palo Alto, we have the WMI setting of also for the server monitoring. Okay, so here you need to run the command like WMI settings. Okay, ngmt.msc, and you redirect to this. Right click on that property, select this option, click on the security. Okay, click on the advanced buttons and add your user. Like in my case, I add the Palo Alto user, and you need to allow the access, like full right access, like enable and execution. You need to allow this kind of access. Then you are able to do. Now coming to the Palo Alto part. So server things is ready. Okay, in the server you need to configure this thing which is show you earlier, and now we are coming on the firewall. So this is not the pre-sales like sales training. This is the completely like technical training for the engineers. Okay, so this is the LDAP settings. You need to click on the device, go to the LDAP, or here is one option, add option. Okay, I'll show you this. You need to click on the add button. So here you can see the server profile. Okay, so we have this, we can fetch this user directory, user data from the Radius server. Suppose you have the AAA. settings. Okay, customer want the AAA things, authentication. So you can integrate with this Redis server. You can integrate with this Takash server also. Okay, so now we are not discussing all those things. We are discussing only on this LDAP. Okay, LDAP thing. So you just click on these things. Click on the add button here. When you click on the add button, these things will appear. Okay, new pop-up appear. You give the name like profile name. So I given like LDAP server. Just click on the add button. Enter the server IP address, port number, and this is the server setting. So in the type, you need to select the Active Directory. When you select Active Directory and click on the base DN, so automatically faced if your server IP address, your firewall reaching with this IP address, so then these things will be automatically captured here. You don't need to write manually, and enter your username, Palo Alto @gtn.com in my case. Okay, and enter your password and click on the OK. So here the LDAP server profile we have created, name is the LDP server. Okay, just going on the next step. Then you have to create, go to the user under the user identification. This is user identification, and you go to the group mapping. Then click on the add button. When you click on the add button, next step, this pop-up will open on the screen. Just give the name. Suppose in my case I given the AD group map. This is the LDAP server profile which is created by earlier. Okay, so you need to select this profile as well. So you need to select this profile. Then next is go to this group included list. Okay, when you click on this icon, all the users will be, you can see here in the in the form of the list. Select the users, whatever the OU you want to authenticate with the server, just add it, or your setting will be finished. Okay, we'll show you like on the practical. I have one question in chat box. Okay. Someone saying that laptop images is not clear. So Shyam, is proper visible or not? I taken the screenshot.
Is it visible?
Okay. Some is saying that screen is not, laptop presentation image is not clear. I think I taken the right screenshot. Yeah. This is, I can see properly.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
Okay. Thanks. So if they're saying that not clear, we'll show you the live presentation. So this is the Windows server. Are you able to see my lab, Shyam?
Yes, Jitendra. Friends, for everyone, I hope everyone is visible for this screen.
We'll show you the live demo, right? For the AD integration. Okay. So this is your server manager. Okay. So you need to create one service account in this Windows server. So just click on the tools button. Here is one option. Active Directory users and computer. Just click on that. This is the user. Right click on user, just create one user. Okay, suppose I am giving the AD server. Okay, AD server. Okay, given the username, login name is the same. The password is AD server @123. So here you can see user is created in the server. I just right click on that server, need to click on the property and go to the member of, just click on the advanced button, find now, and here is you need to find out first is the distributed com. This is the group you need to add here. I add this group, then again I need to add one more group. The name is event log return, and one more thing is server operator. This. Okay, you need to add these things and click on the OK button. Now go to the WMI setting console. You can enter this command or you can directly search. Just click on the property button. Security. Select this or add your user here, like AD server I have created. I can see this is already captured here. Select it and give the access, full access, and click on the apply. Okay, if you want, you can update the policy also on the server. So this is the server side settings. Now go to the firewall. This is the firewall. Go to the device. This is the server profile under the device settings. This is the server profile that we are supporting here. Okay, here is one option, LDAP. Click on that. This already created. I just open it. Okay, this is the username I created by me earlier. This user, this is the domain, this is the IP address of your Windows server, this is the port number. If you don't change this port number, use this default, enter the login credential, click on the OK button. Okay, one more thing so you need to do up after this: user identification, user mapping, how you can verify your server is connected or not, right? So here is a status. You can see this is the connected, this is the IP address of the Active Directory server, this is my AD server. Okay, I given the IP address of this AD server IP address. Or if you created any new Active Directory user, so just click on the add button for monitoring purpose, like your AD connected or not. Just enter, give the any name whatever you want. Select this WMI and enter your server IP address, okay, Windows server IP address, or you can see my every connected in node. Before these things, you can also enter your login credential with these things also. It will be better for the monitoring things. Okay, I had given the setting. Apart from this setting, just go to the group mapping setting. This is the AD group I created. Okay, yeah, I need to call this server profile, LDAP profile. Okay, I created in this LDAP server profile. Click on that, and this is the group included, like which group you want, which user you want to authenticate. So in my case, this is the users. So this is the OU I have created in the server. OU name is the indoor user, and this is the user code. All the user I mapped, all the user map with this group. Okay, indoor group, and I had this. I want to authenticate or play with this group as well. So my integration is done. Okay. Anyone have any question? Then we go with integration with the Azure AD. Now you can see in the monitoring lab, monitoring, so how I can. So this is the one user Jitan.parihar. I'm just trying to access something. So in the firewall, you can see the log also under the monitoring tab. See, this is the Jitan.parihar. So you will be having the user information. That means your firewall is able to capture the user information, right? The Jitan, that is the domain, and this is the user. Okay. Also, I created this user. So whatever the user you have created, all the information you can see in the firewall. Okay. Also, you can see in the SEC tab information which user, which things is accessing in the firewall. So all the detail you can monitor here in the SEC tab. Will not show you the demo of the NGFW, but I just giving you like where you can find out the details. Okay. This user you can see here. So this is the Active Directory integration. LDAP integration is done. Anyone have any questions? Okay. I think everyone understand clearly, right? So now I have a question. One question I just want to session is very. When you are writing the policy in the firewall for AD integration, okay, this server, when you click on these things, Active Directory, and when you click on this bind DNS, there is no any data coming. Okay, your base DNS is not capturing. Okay, and you are unable to integrate all the settings you have done, which is I show you in the demo, but still your server is not able to fetch the detail from the firewall, and firewall is not integrated properly with the Palo Alto. So what things you have to do in the firewall for troubleshooting perspective? What things you will check? Can anyone tell me what things you need to check in the firewall if all the settings you have done correctly, but still your server is unable, your firewall is unable to fetch the detail from the AD server? What you will do? Hi all, Can you hear me, Sham?
Yes, Jitendra.
Okay, so why they are silent? Like,
No. Is it, friends, if you have any questions, you can ask me. You can ask Jitendra also.
no, my questions to the audience, my question with the attendees. If you have,
Jitendra, one question is there from Beneath
Mhm.
Katait. What about Linux and Mac users?
See, so in the Linux, we have the radius option, radius server for integration. Okay, different mechanism we have. We can integrate with that and get the information for the user. So guys, suppose you have done all the settings in the firewall and still you are unable to capture the detail, then what things you have to check here. I think everybody know, so I don't need to explain here.
These are the common things actually: bind DNS, bind DN, and admin user credential to be given on that part.
Okay, so just going to the next step, Azure AD integration. So for the Azure cloud, I don't have the AD server or a Google account. I cannot show you, but I have taken some screenshot. Okay, and will show you. So Azure integration, we have the new features. We can say the new engine in Palo Alto. We are saying that the cloud identity engine, right? I think everybody hear about this cloud identity engine. What is this? So here, this is the cloud identity engine in Palo Alto. So this is the hosted on the cloud. Okay, we just enter the your Azure AD credential, your Azure cloud, your Microsoft cloud information on the cloud identity engine, and then we can fetch the detail with your firewall, local firewall. Okay, so this is how you can access these things. So here you can see the one more diagram for the Azure AD integration. So before you are connecting like this, and after you can connect this after this cloud identity engine. So how you can access these things? I'm just showing you how you can integrate your Azure AD with the cloud identity engine. Okay. So in the screenshot, when you log in apps.paloaltonetworks.com, you need to enter your support credential. Okay, and then you need to click on the cloud identity engine. When you click on this, lots of the tenant which is created by you earlier, all the tenant will show. Just log in to the cloud identity engine. When you log in, this screen will appear. So here you can see the on-prem Active Directory is already integrated, and now I want to integrate with the Azure directory. So after login this cloud identity engine, okay, offered by the Palo Alto, you need to click on the add directory settings. Here you can see. Okay, this you need to click on the add directory. When you click on that, so there is a two things comes. First is on-prem directory and second is the cloud directory. So you need to add the cloud directory. So just click on the setup button. Here you can see. When you click on the setup, again we have the two options. You can integrate with the Okta multi-factor authentication, or you can use the Azure AD. So now the session is for the Azure Microsoft account. So just click on the Azure. When you click on that, again one more screen appear. Click connect to the Azure AD, log in to the Azure account, enter your Microsoft credential detail, your login name and password. When you logged in, all the detail will be fetched with this cloud identity engine. Okay, now you can test the connection. Just click on the test connection. The connection will be successful. Okay, when you click on the success button, after clicking on the success option, you have one more option in the below. Submit the detail. You need to submit the detail, and then you can see here the success. This is your directory name. Okay, and how many users available, how many devices, how many groups here. So in this Azure screenshot, you can see 8 group and 17 users here. Okay, and now how you can use that user information. So again, go to the firewall under the policy. So everyone fill the Google form. Please fill the Google form here. I am requesting you, everyone, please fill the Google form. Sham, you again send that link in the chat box. Okay.
Okay.
So when you click on the security, okay, this is the security policy. So this is the user information. Okay, I just select the trust zone from this zone. Which user from this zone? So I suppose I can add. Okay, what user you want to add for a security perspective, or given to access to your user, you just add your user here. Okay, all the user will show after integration with the AD, either on-prem or Azure. Whatever the user or whatever OU you have created, all the information you are able to see here. Just select that user and target what things you want to block, what things you want to give the access to your user. Okay, so these things you can also. So there is a three topics: SAML integration, Azure integration, and LDAP integration. So three is belong for the user ID. Okay, so you can how you can integrate user directory with the Palo Alto. Okay, we are doing this things activity, and now we go with the SAML. So this is the SAML integration. Why we are using this SAML integration? So can anyone explain what is the SAML?
Single authentication.
Okay, nice. Who is speaking?
Joseph.
Okay. So basically SAML is like open standard, okay, which is using for the multi-factor, which is using for the single sign-on for the web-based application, okay, or it will also giving you the access like authentication and authorization, okay. And now I have a question: what is the difference between authentication and authorization? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between authentication and authorization?
Authenticate what device is and authorize the permissions they have.
Perfect. Authentication, that means when we are entering the username and password, that means you are authentication. And authorization means that means what the access you are giving to user. Okay, so this is these things. So the SAML is open standard using for authorization and authentication. Also we can use this for the single sign-on for the web-based application. Okay, so you can also integrate these things into the firewall, or I have taken a screenshot for that, like how you can perform in the firewall. Okay, so you can use the Prisma Access, Office 365, or Global Protect agent also we have. Okay, we can integrate this SAML against with the Azure AD also. So this is the I taken the screenshot to like some overview about the SAML language. Okay, so here there is a three entity we have: the users, or identity provider, or service provider. Okay, so identity provider, what is identity provider? So like your server, Windows server, who are giving the user directory for identity, username and password. This is our identity provider. And service provider, like our firewall is providing a service like Global Protect or anything. Okay, and this is I taken the screenshot because we are integrating with the SAML, so that's why I taken this. This is the configuration things. Will not show you. Will go you directly. Okay, so image is not clear here. I also cannot see right now. So this image is blur because I have taken these images from the other sources. So there are quality issues also in these images. But when you log into your console, okay, just click on the Active Directory Services. Okay, Azure Active Directory Services, and the red marks you can see here. Or if you are unable to find out this shortcut, then you just navigate this option and you have the Azure Directory Services. Just click on that. Okay, after clicking on that, just click on the application, all application, enterprise application. When you click on the all application, here is one more application, new application. You have to click on that. Okay, when you click on the new application, just select the Palo Alto network. See, SAML we are using for integrating with our agent, like our global protect agent, because this is the authentication protocol and we want the SAML authentication. So that's why we are here on the cloud identity cloud platform. Okay, so in the cloud platform also we have the global protect app here. So just search the Palo Alto network. So here is a global protect app. Just click on the global protect. Also we have the captive portal and all those things. So you just click on the global protect, and below you can see there is a one option, create. Okay, this is, so just click on the create option. When you click on the create, these things will appear. You can assign the users and group here. In the cloud have the option, if any Azure certified attendees attended this session, so they easily understand these things. And so here you need to assign like which user and which group, and then you need to click on the single sign-on button. You can see here this, click on the single sign-on. When you click on the single sign-on, there is a, just click edit the basic SAML configuration. Here is one option, edit. Just edit this. When you edit this, automatically you will find out the detail for your identity ID and all those things. Okay, so it will automatically filled up, and just you need to click to download the metadata XML file. Okay, so after done this kind of the setting on the Azure cloud, just download the metadata. Okay, you will be having one file like a certificate. Once you download this file, suppose in this scenario, in this is a screenshot, you can see this is already downloaded. Like once it's downloaded, go to the firewall. Click on the SAML identity provider. Here is one option, import. Just browse. Where is the downloaded metadata file? You give the name anything, whatever you want, like SAML authentication or whatever you want to give. Give the any name. Okay, and browse it and import it. Okay, once you import it, like your earlier we created this profile, LDAP profile, and now in the SAML condition scenario, you have created the SAML identity provider. So now we have like this profile, LDAP server profile. Or suppose, for example, we have imported with the SAML identity provider file. So you can see the profile also, whatever name you have given. Okay, after setting these things, you again go to the user identification. Again, click on the users. group mapping, give the name any, whatever you want. Select the server profile for SAML profile, which we have created. Okay, add the group, what you want. After doing this activity, you need to do one more settings here, like authentication profile also you can create if you want to do the authentication with the global protect. Okay, so you have to create the authentication profile also here, whatever name you want to give. Okay, select the type, like this is the SAML, and which users you want all or anything. So you just create if you are using the global protect, then you can use this, or you can add this profile for your authentication, this authentication profile for the portal and gateway configuration. Okay, so this is from my side. So if you have any questions, so you can ask me. This is the complete technical session for AD integration. So if you have any questions regarding this, you can ask me or reach out to me.
For a SAML authentications, you have other applications also, like you have a global protect.
Yes, we have. No? We have already. I show you the screenshot for that. You can just search on the application here. So here you can see the Palo Alto identity engine, Palo Alto. When you search on the Google Cloud by targeting the keyword Palo Alto, you will see the lots of the PA application also. Okay.